Hey guys, Michael B. the Game Genie back with this week's Top 3 Tuesday. First thing I want to do, like I do every week, is thank the people who made video responses last week. And there was so many, guys. 16, jumped up, increased again. Awesome, I can't say thank you enough. So those great people were Mr. Dude 206, Stu, another great video. Weekend Game Guy, again, another excellent video. Mike Tendo, fantastic. Ness Addict, Jay, thank you very much. Gary James Gary, it's so nice to see you again. Gary from the original Top 3 Tuesday. There was a lot of people this time from the original Top 3 Tuesday. Michael Chrisman back again with another excellent article. Video Game Lover 58. Man, I've been talking to you over Twitter for a long time. Great to actually put a face to your name and see you for a change. Lactobacillus Prime. I'm sorry, Mark, if I've got that wrong. Zero Trade and Value Productions. Dom, thanks again. Guardian Dog, back again this week. The Gamester 90, another excellent response. Westapo, Wes, great to see you. I know you were busy, but thank you so much. Electric Adventures, Tony. Crow. Again, another Top 3 Tuesday guy. Excellent, so happy to see him. Yeah, you're right, not missing. Deephead Denny, thank you very much, Danny. And Goodwill Hunter Justin, great to see you back. Another original Top 3 Tuesday guy. So, my top 3 from last week, in no particular order, were Westapo, thanks for taking the time to do it. Fantastic, I really appreciated it. Mike Tendo, Mike, you are a YouTube Jedi. Your videos are fantastic. I don't know where you get the time to sit down and script everything out, but fantastic job, man. If I could give you a little advice, if you did a weekly type show like GameSack, where you did like 3 to 5 games, short mini reviews, you'd be money, man. And last but not least, Crow, thank you for stopping by. Fantastic job, man. Alright, so this week's video it's kind of hard for me because I want to do this where it's a little bit weird because it really only affects people in North America. I guess if you're in Europe, you could do it the other way, that games that are only North American that you guys have, but it's all about imports. This video was almost called something else. I almost called it video games, top 3 video games that you didn't know about until you were an adult, but that's not really fair because my top 3 were, some were imports, some weren't, and I didn't really want to do that. So the video this week is top 3 imports. I will be honest with you guys, I'm new to the whole import scene. Like, I'm not a huge import gamer, but there's a lot of games that I found out about through watching YouTube that weren't available in North America. I tried them out and they were fantastic and I fell in love with them. So I'm interested to learn more about some of these games that I didn't know about growing up, and what a way to do it. Better than Top 3 Tuesday. So today I'm going to share my top 3 import games to North America, or top 3 import games. First up is a game that not everybody is probably going to say is an excellent game, but it's down there in the cockles of my heart, maybe even the subsection or the subcockles. But it's Super Back to the Future 2. I couldn't imagine a Back to the Future game like this that was so good when I was a kid. I never found out about it until I really discovered emulation, and when I did, Super Back to the Future 2 was a game I played a ton. I just like it. I mean, it's that classic platformer. There's no stupidness like in the NES version of Back to the Future 2 where you've got to go around and find items, things that don't make sense. This one was so close to the game, had great music, a great visual style that, like, it's just that Japanese style, I think, like JJ and Jeff, but on the Super Nintendo. Super Back to the Future 2 is just a super fun game, and I love it. Probably the best Back to the Future game that you can play up until the Telltale Games Back to the Future game came out, which is pretty dope. Alright, next up is a game that nobody can deny is fantastic. Anybody who's a fan of the Splatterhouse series, you're doing yourself a great injustice if you've never tried Splatterhouse, and get this, I'm going to try it, Wampaku Graffiti. I was a huge fan of Splatterhouse, and finding out that there was actually a kidified version on the NES was very cool. I never found out about this game until I was an adult and started watching YouTube, and I watched some videos on it, and I tried it, and it is just fantastic. The controls are perfect. Sometimes you can be a little bit floaty, and the hit detection can be frustrating, but
Man, just what an awesome game, and truly a pleasure to play. If you're a Splatterhouse fan, or you just like really good, fun, solid NES games, Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti, I hope I said that right, is the game for you.
And last but not least, I'm really thrown out of softball here. There's so many I could have mentioned, but I'm going to go with this one anyways, and that is Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood. And I can't remember right now the Japanese pronunciation off the top of my head, so I'm just going to say Rondo of Blood, Dracula X.
I grew up as a pretty big Castlevania fan, especially I loved Super Castlevania 4 on the SNES, but I never ever knew that there was actually a game not released here in North America. Of course, we got a different version of it, which is Dracula X on the Super Nintendo, which honestly I didn't think was very good. But then, when I got my Turbo Duo and I learned about this, I couldn't stop playing it. Castlevania Dracula X is Rondo of Blood is a fantastic game. So many different paths. It's got that classic Castlevania feel to it with really some of the best music in the entire Castlevania series. Like, there's times where I get lost in playing, just listening to the music in the background, and I completely forget about it and an enemy hits me. It's that good. Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood may be one of the best games in the series, and believe it or not, never came out in North America. This is not a hidden gem by any means. Everybody knows about it, and it's a game that really should have came out here and could have turned the tide for the TurboGrafx 16 or Turbo Duo.
So guys, those were my top 3 imports. I hope you learned a little something this week, and I can't wait to see what your responses are, because there's a whole world of imports out there that I'm not super familiar with, but I'm sure there's tons of games that I would love to try, and I can't wait to hear what you guys know about them, especially you guys out there that are certainly more knowledgeable than I am in this topic. Anyways, guys, feel free to leave a comment down in the section below. But, like we do every week, it'd be great to see some video responses and get that whole community aspect up and running again. I love it so far. It's an homage to Ed, even though I stole it. It's still an homage to what he started years ago. Thank you very much. Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.